everyone. Welcome to the Paranormal Pride. I have a special guest tonight, Ron.
Me.
And so tonight we're going to talk to you guys about some stuff that's going on in our lives, some changes that are going to be occurring. And so you don't think that something's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. Everything's right. We found a new house in Florida, and we're going to be moving next month or June. We're closing in May on our brand new house. It's beautiful, nice shaded yard, all kinds of stuff. I can give you details later. But I wanted you to know that tonight is going to be my last show for a little bit. I'm going to be on hiatus. It's just
Susan just said, welcome back.
Too much work. It's just between my job and this and the other show, it's just way too many things. And I wish I could say that getting on here and doing the show is, I just come on, do 2 hours and I'm done. It's not. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes that nobody really knows is going on. So I'm going to take a hiatus from this show. I'm going to continue to be on Carl's show because I'm going to need a break from all the other stuff. And so is Ron. So we're going to still do that as much as we can until we can't. So just keep that in mind. If we're not on live, please don't stress out about it. We will be back. This is also my 8-year anniversary is coming up next week. So keep that in mind. I will be back. I'm not going anywhere.
When you come back?
After we get someplace set up in the new house.
Really?
Mm-hmm. In our bedroom, probably.
That could be a while.
No.
Well, we got to get this house sold.
It doesn't matter. It won't be that long.
I didn't know you were taking that long.
So.
Hey, Susan, Mike.
Yeah.
And Michael.
He thinks it's going to take a long time. I don't think, day one we'll have everything set up in our bedroom. So I have to work. So I'll be prepared. And you won't see that anymore behind us. So
might be outside.
Yeah, we could be doing it outside. We could be doing it.
We'll have real internet.
Oh yeah, it was fast. So we won't
smoking fast.
Yeah, we won't be losing you
for half the price, or more than half off.
But yeah, our backyard. There's nobody behind us. It's kind of like a lush jungle back there. Lots of beautiful old trees. No flooding in the area ever. No tornadoes or hurricanes have hit this spot.
We got to watch for bear.
Yes,
I know you would think Florida, you got to watch for alligators, but
got to watch for bears.
Well, certain spots, probably not in our backyard.
But yeah, bears and wildcats we have to watch for. Lizards. We got about 15 different kinds of lizards up there too. So it's going to be interesting as far as that goes. The house has already been Nolan approved. He's already christened it with his blood. But yeah, it'll be sad that we're not close by people that we know, like you guys, Susan and Mike. But you know what? I'll be much happier at the beach.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because we've been at this house for 23 years and we really don't know that many people here. Most of the people I know are the people I see walking around the lake and the walk path, but most of the people in this area are in the paranormal. Carl and Gary and up north, and all our friends in Springfield.
Yeah, we know more people in Springfield than we do here.
Yeah.
We know more people in Vegas than we know here. So it's weird. I don't think I'm going to miss Kansas. Sorry. If anybody gets offended by that, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Steve.
But yeah.
Oh, there's Teresa.
Thank you for coming in here. I want everybody to know that our friend Frank Bennett needs your positive prayers because he's had a heart attack and I'm really worried about him. So Teresa, you coming in here makes me smile. I know it doesn't look like it, But tell Frank that we love him and we're thinking about him. And please, everyone, say positive prayer for Frank. He's ornery. He's ornery as hell. He's gonna survive. He's gonna do the best that he can to be a pain in Teresa's ass for the rest of her life. I can guarantee that.
It's been a
weird.
Been a long, yeah. The last week is, you talk about highs and lows, man.
This has been horrible.
7 days. We've had a lot of highs and some really low lows. It's went down to Florida last week. Got to see the kids.
I was sick the whole time.
She was, pretty much sick. And I get news my cousin's
on life support,
not doing real well, and then I go look at houses and find out, about Carl's brother. Back down again, and then we're find a house. All excited and everything's going on that. We're all pumped up. Come back. We got a
cat and
very sick failure. Cat. Had to take care of that on Friday.
Teresa, we're counting on you guys to be our neighbors in Florida. So you let Frank know that we are counting on him to be our neighbor, because we're going to need something demolished at some point, and he is a demolition expert. We're going to need that. We need a fire. We need a fire pit.
I like to tear stuff up.
We need a fire pit. So a little bit of dynamite, done.
More fun to tear it up.
Get us kicked out of the homeowners association. Oh, that was funny. One of the things, we were looking at a house, and it was between these two houses. And honestly, it really wasn't between these two houses. We'd already made up our mind. But we were at this one house, and I said I liked everything about the house except for the front door. The front door was black. And I was like, well, I said, I don't like it, but I could always paint it purple. both real estate agents almost spun their heads around like The Exorcist. I was like, oh my God.
Man. And I knew it was going to happen. I knew what she was going to say too. If we don't like black, we can always paint it, right? And yeah. She said, I'm like, purple. And
our real estate agent, her favorite color was purple too. But she was like, no. Oh, and we had a fun thing happen. She actually sold Patrick Mahomes a house down in Gulf Breeze. And Ron spoke up and said, well, next time you sell Patrick a home, you tell him you sold the Pridemores a house. So needless to say, they actually used to live in St. Louis. We're taking her some Emo's Pizza stuff because that's their favorite. She's already pointed us to 2 or 3 different pizza places down there that are really good as far as that goes. They're chefs. Both her and her husband are both chefs. So it was really fun. But I'll tell you, when you're in the area, at one point, I'm going to do a video so that you guys can see. It's like you're driving through maybe the Ozark Mountains on a 2-lane road.
Flat.
Yeah, but flat. and it's curvy and lush shade. It's not what you'd think. It doesn't look like Florida there, except for the grass. The grass definitely does.
It depends on how far you go. You don't have to go too far, and it changes. You'll see a bay and a river or creek or something. But yeah, the first time we went downtown Milton, we went over the bridge, we saw the theater, and I went, oh, that's a neat looking building, the Haunted Theater.
The Imogene Theater.
And then you go over the bridge, and I look down the bridge, and there's it's a boat / canoe ramp where you put your boat in there or your canoe. And I just looked at that and I went, man, this looks like a great place to just drop a canoe in the river and just go. Because the river was real still. I mean, you could go down or up. But that's what people do. It's the canoe capital.
Yeah, it's just really pretty. Like I said, we went down to 30A on Easter Sunday, and it was like we were walking in snow. It was so cold.
Wasn't that cold?
It was 57 and windy. So
yeah, it was really windy. That was the cold front had just hit.
Yeah,
that we had.
So
down there, but it was fine the next day.
Yeah, it was fine.
But it was funny seeing people wearing parkas and hats and gloves and stuff.
I just wore what I always wear, sweatshirt and pants.
Yeah.
But it was...
I just had a shirt.
And we had a really nice meal at a place called the Donut Hole down there in Santa Rosa. And
but we'll be doing that next year. The middle of winter, crying about it's 50 degrees.
I was already doing that, so it was chilly to me. But like I said, it was fun. It was nice. It was. I know.
Yeah, no.
I know it is. But I had on sandals walking in the sand, and it just felt cold.
It just rained too that morning.
Yeah, and it does rain every day, just about.
Pretty much.
Yet on a Saturday, they had a thunderstorm, and the local CVS, the one closest to our house, got struck by lightning and was on fire. And our daughter was driving by, and all the lights inside were flashing off and on. She goes, "Mom," she goes, "it was struck by lightning and caught on fire, and now it's a disco." And Piper just thought it was the most hilarious thing. The whole block lost power, but our stuff is underground.
Yeah, where we're at, it's all
we
underground.
Probably won't have too many issues with power outages. So that's another good thing. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys about the house. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, split design. Kids' rooms are on one side. I know. Adult children's rooms are on one side. Our rooms are on the other. And we got a really big bathroom, which is good because we'll be sharing it with some cats. I don't like that. But that is what's going to happen. Got a nice little attic, things like that. Really, the house isn't much bigger than this house. It's just flat. No steps. So, got a nice 8-foot bar in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the real nice height. So, kids are going to love it.
Real nice back porch covered.
So, I'm going to let him talk for a minute.
I can bring Carl up.
Hello. Hey.
Yeah. So, let's see. You have a screened-in back porch down there?
No, it's not screened in. I could screen it, but I'm debating about if I need to or want to.
Well,
kind of leave it open.
Mosquitoes and everything down there, I'd screen it in.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much.
Or put glass around it and make you a sunroom.
Yep, I could do that too.
Yeah,
everybody's moving down there with us. They're just going to stay with us until they get kind of established. Because it's hard to find anything really right now. Because everybody's moving down there.
Right,
it's just hard to find. We knew we were going to have a hard time just finding a place for us.
What's the okay, the kids are all moving down there, and if they want to find their own place, what kind of rent is down there?
Between $900 and $1,200 a month.
We checked. We looked into that too.
It depends. I don't know if they have income-based housing. I'm pretty sure they do, but that's a little bit harder to find. We'll have to go through the state to help find that. And Steve, it's the Gulf side.
Yeah, it's near Pensacola. The town is actually called Milton. It's about 10, 12,000.
Yeah, it's not very many people. It's 10 to 12,000 permanent residents. That doesn't mean that there's not really touristy there. It's going to be south of there where it's going to be touristy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you go 30 minutes straight south, you hit Navarre Beach. And then from there, you just
How close is your nearest neighbor?
The house,
Probably
the houses
30 feet.
spread out. Oh, it's more than that.
I don't know.
The houses are spread out pretty good.
What's funny is that our next door neighbor, she is from Lee Summit.
Yeah, that's what you said.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You know, out of all places to be from, somebody that's going to know when we talk about Kansas City is going to know what we're talking about.
Yep. Yep. So what's the average age down there in where you're moving to in that area, the HOA?
We don't don't know.
There's probably 5 families there, 6 maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, the people next door to us, they said they were the 3rd ones to move in, and they moved in December.
Oh.
So it's that new, and then they've got houses in different phases of construction, but even some they haven't even broke ground on, they're sold.
Only 18 of, not counting us, so 19 of the 103 lots are sold. So we were only the
week
5th house here.
The week before, yeah, we looked at this subdivision. I think the week before there was 7 or 8 available, and a week later there was 3, and one wasn't going to work because it was a 2-bath.
Right.
So we went from 8 to 2 basically in 1 week.
Right.
And
then the house we picked, we liked it just a little. We liked the yard a little bit better. Liked the yard a lot better. Actually, the houses were pretty equal. But we went with this house, and then the other one that we were looking at, it sold the next day.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And this is a brand new house, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, yeah, it's a new one, but the thing is, if we went and got an existing house, we might have got in a bidding war if we made any offers.
We would have had to pay more in insurance. And then we would have had other
it's really
issues.
Weird because it actually turned out to be cheaper and more beneficial to buy a new house.
Right.
In our case, I didn't think so. We weren't even thinking like that.
No, because I had multiple homes on there that were
Yeah, we looked at some.
And I bet one of them was excellent, but there was a bottleneck getting across the old bridge there in Milton.
Yeah.
And they're building a Amazon warehouse to the east of it. And I'm like,
just laugh. I bet he is.
Yeah, I bet he is. Teresa, I'm glad that he is being frank in more ways than one. So that makes me smile to know that he's doing okay and that he's being FJB.
Yeah, that's true.
The original, the one and only.
Steve said he wants to move back to Florida. I thought, man, you better hurry up.
Frank or Steve, are you still taking care of your mom? So
it's
because we have to drive right by. To get
and you said you was only 20 minutes from the other kids.
Not even, we're 4.6 miles.
Yeah.
So we're 5-6 minutes. No street lights or no stop lights between there.
Just nice back road.
I think there's only one stop sign. No, 2.
Yeah.
2 stop signs even on the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that work, there.
So, but yeah, it's, like I said, I'm sad for the friends that we're going to leave behind. But you know what? If we're truly friends, we'll still be friends.
We'll be friends and still talk and still do shows. And sometimes
do shows.
And we have room in our yard for tents. The homeowners association may not like it, but
Yeah, when the kids all get moved out, we'll have plenty of room, and by that time I may be a crab fishing expert, a canoe. Well, not a canoe, but
we're already talking about buying a little place to get away at the beach. As soon as we pay this house off, we're talking about getting a little place down there.
Hey, that's awesome.
Gonna have to get away from these kids somehow.
Hey, enjoy life. Enjoy life. None of us are getting younger anymore, so enjoy it as much as you can.
You know what? You know what was really weird? I never said a word to her. Now, when we went down there, it was a little bit. The first day was, we got there what, Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
It was, the weather is pretty good. Sunday was cool, but then after that, it warmed back up. I didn't say anything to Denise. We get back, and she goes, "You know what I noticed?" And I said, "What's that?" She goes, "My joints didn't ache down there because of the weather." And I said, "You know what? I didn't say nothing to you, but I said mine didn't bother me either."
Well, that's good.
Not at all. My knees, my hips. I didn't even think about it. I forgot
You're
all about
used to it all the time, and then, it
Yeah.
didn't hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get back here, first day back to work, I crouch down to do a test and like, knees are stiff.
Back in the Midwest in humidity and damp cold weather.
And my allergies, I don't know, whatever I'm allergic to here
is not there.
It's not down there. But down there, my allergies, they seem to be doing better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get back here, I'm unloading the car. She's in the house, clean up cat puke and everything else. And I'm bringing stuff in. I no sooner get the last bag in, my nose just starts running like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't had a problem. I thought, you got to be kidding me.
Yep.
It's just, whatever's in this field next to us, it's brutal. Because when I cut the grass, it tears me up.
Oh, yeah, hay fever.
Yeah. So,
but I thought, man.
Well, it sounds like it's going to improve all of you down there. I'm sure when you get down there, the kids will find a job with no problems and everything.
Yeah, I just started looking last night.
They got a lot of them down there that you're interested in, or
looks pretty good.
You figure you've got both sides, from basically Crestview to the state line. So Crestview I didn't realize was 45 minutes away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it didn't seem like it's that far.
Yep.
So you're down south of what? Tallahassee, Panama City?
We are east of both of those. Panama City is where
It's south.
It's south.
Yep. Fisherman crabber out in the bay and Gulf.
Yeah, the Black River's freshwater, so I think you have
to go say that's you're moving to Milton, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
off of I-10.
Basically up the road from Pensacola.
Yeah, so straight north of
Navarre.
The National Seashore.
It's 40 minutes from Destin. Most people know what Destin is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Destin is to the east and south, of course.
Yeah, I'm pulling up Google Earth. I'm going to look up.
Straight west to Tallahassee, 180 miles. They got a sign downtown in Milton.
On, what is it, 90?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to be not too far off of 90.
Yeah, my brother's a big Florida State fan, so I was going to get a picture of it.
Well,
you would have went, oh man, 180 miles, that's it.
Yeah, and Dara, it's 90 minutes from Dauphin Island, Gulf Shores.
Yeah, actually, where we're at, it would be easier to get to than Dauphin Island was, and probably faster.
Yeah, because you don't have to go through Mobile. So
yeah, actually, you're not far from Pensacola Beach or Tigers Point.
Yeah, we're straight north of Tiger Point.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at Milton here right now.
Yeah, we're just off of 90, and what is it, Berry Hill?
Berry Hill Road. Yep.
But it goes at a slant,
just
so we're
right
like
Off of 87.
we're like
It's
about a mile and a
not
half
far
from the hospital.
from Highway 87.
Yeah, we're a mile and a half
Right.
northwest of the hospital. So I've been giving the kids directions. I said, you need to go to Berry Hill Daycare. We live right behind it.
Yeah, it's weird. We got a doggy daycare on one side of the entrance and a kids daycare.
Yeah, you're right off 10 highway.
Yeah,
it's not far.
south. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is good because that means we can at least get to Pensacola without going across the bridge that's under construction there on 90.
Yeah, well, they got different ways to get down there, depending on what beach we want to go to.
You got a little suburb down there called Baghdad.
Yeah.
We looked at a house in there.
Oh, really?
I couldn't get myself to. It's actually a really nice area, but I just couldn't get myself to buy anything and name Baghdad. I don't know.
I know. I seen that.
Yeah,
and I went, who would want to live in a town called Baghdad?
Yeah, it's not spelled like Baghdad over there, but it's still
Pretty close.
They got a lot of retired military there. That's what's weird.
It's really the house that was in that subdivision. It was a 3,000 square foot house. It was nice. It just had some issues, and
it needs some work.
Yeah, you got a lot of fresh water rivers right there. Right.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think?
All over.
Why do you think it's called the canoe capital of the United States?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking
miles.
at. You go right up on the other side of I-10.
Yeah.
Over there, and there's a gigantic body of water there that's fresh water.
The bay?
Yep.
Yeah, that river feeds into the bay.
And the bay is actually brackish, so it has salt water and fresh. It's going to be a perfect place to find
Blackwater River.
Mm-hmm.
Blackwater River, and then you got
what's that? The seed is called the script or the skift, something like that. Skift or script, the Sea-Doo pontoon.
Oh, it's probably the skiff. I don't know. I think
it's skiff. I looked at it online. Well, me and Devin were too.
Yeah, we've already taken 87 to the beach. In fact, one of the houses we looked at was just off of 87. So
couple.
Yep. But yeah, it's
what's the address there?
It's not in there yet.
Yeah, just look up the Berry Hill Daycare. BERRY.
Berry Hill Daycare.
Yep.
Berry Hill.
And maybe my lights will stop doing this when we. Once I get a tan, maybe it'll help.
Yeah. Yeah. Plan on getting her outside a little bit more and doing some stuff. Maybe that'll help your health. I don't know.
Oh, let's see where it takes me to.
The hell in a handbasket, probably.
I got the Berry Hill After School Summer Camp.
Could be the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's called Berry Hill Child Care or Daycare or.
Oh, Berry Hill Child Care. Okay, yep. Let's move this down.
So when you look at that, yeah. So
yeah,
right next to it, there's a subdivision sign that says Hampton Chase. That's where it'll be.
Okay.
When they did all the stuff, it was
Chase.
Is it showing up on there?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it is now. I'm looking at it.
It is showing up.
I'm trying to figure out which house it is.
Huh?
Which house is it?
It's the
5925.
So there's a corner.
If they got an address.
They had a corner. It's the house right next to the corner house in the subdivision on.
Right as you come in and go left.
Parsonage Circle.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a name on the circle. Does it go down into a cul-de-sac and then turn around, come back out?
It does. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But we're not in the cul-de-sac. So when you come in, you make the first left.
I turn off Main Road into it, and then what?
So, okay, go straight to the first left that you can make.
Yep.
Okay, wait a second here.
Are you looking at pictures on maps or something?
Yeah, I'm on Google Earth.
Oh, I'm surprised they
I
haven't.
bet your house ain't on here.
I bet
It's
it
not.
isn't.
I bet it's not.
I mean, they just put it in.
Because all I see is where the Berry Hill daycare is. You go right down the road and turn.
Yep.
I'd say if you're going one direction, you turn left into it.
Yeah.
And on the same side is the Berry Hill Child Care.
Yeah.
And it goes up. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 houses in there.
Okay. Well, one of those may be ours. So when you go into
I'm going right into it right now, down that road in that cul-de-sac.
Ours is here, no cul-de-sac. The cul-de-sac is up
that
here.
ain't it. That ain't it. Let me look here. You're on the same side of Berry Hill Child Care, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that would be right down in here.
Okay. Yeah, that division ain't even on here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody looked it up and they say they couldn't even find it.
The only thing I could find was
all there is
the sign.
Okay,
the daycare
on your map. I'm trying to figure out where that road comes in by Berry Hill.
You want to share it?
Care.
I can show you.
I'll share it and then I'm gonna show you.
So you guys are gonna find out where we're gonna be living. Shh, don't tell my kids we told you.
It don't show it, so
no. Like I said, it may not even be on there because a bunch of people said they couldn't find it.
It isn't. Okay.
Because it was
what
under construction.
I'm looking at right here.
A minute, let me move that movie.
Now we are right by a golf course, golf course in a golf course community. It's
okay.
It's on that side.
So where you at? So where's the Berry Hill daycare?
Right up here. Back.
I can't see your mouse.
Where it's pinned?
No.
What's that?
You can't see my mouse
right
at
here.
all?
Berry Hill Child Care. I see it.
Oh.
So you turn up that street where it shows Berry Hill
there,
Child Care.
Right over here.
Yeah, that's an old picture.
Right there.
Because none of those trees are there.
Yeah, none of that's there. In fact, if you go to the north, you should see a golf course.
Yeah, because we had to drive all the way out of this neighborhood that you're in to go all the way around to this road down here.
Basically go next door.
Because so yeah, this is a different neighborhood. All these neighborhoods just stop and start.
Officially, we're probably moving June.
My goal was to be on the beach for my birthday. So yep, it's not even on the map yet.
No, it's not over there.
No. Yeah, we gotta get this one sold. As soon as we get the official closing date, then we'll move on this one.
Right. So you'll get the closing date for that one down there, and then you're going to put this one you're living in on the market, open it up.
Open door.
Yeah.
Yeah, the open door. That can go really fast. From everyone we've talked to that's done it.
We could be ready. I mean,
7 days.
By the time we get
they can close in 7 days if you had to.
And at the latest 30 days. But
30,
most of them
we know we got to
be in a week to 2 weeks.
And we can do all of it online.
Be early. Yeah, probably early May.
Early June.
Early June.
No. Early May is when we probably say, okay, yeah, we'll take, we'll accept the bid and then go from there and just try and do it 30 days
Mm-hmm.
or less.
or less.
Because I think that once we get the first truck out of here, we could get the second, if we have to take a second truck.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I just don't want to leave people at my house while I'm not there.
I don't either, but
Yeah.
So
Wouldn't be wise in a brand new house.
it's a logistics nightmare. It's 14 and a half hours one way.
Mm-hmm.
So, with animals, it's,
it's
one of those
hours.
leave early in the morning and it's pretty much drive straight through.
Yeah, we'd have to probably leave around 6 o'clock.
Can't spend the night anywhere.
No place wants to take a cat in a hotel.
No.
Or a dog.
No, they'll take the dogs easier. But
yeah, they will. But
because if you tell them that they're kenneled, they're fine. But they don't expect you to kennel a cat. Can you imagine trying to catch them cats?
That's a drive straight through.
It is. I figure if we leave around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, we can still get there in daylight.
That's what I said.
You'd be pushing it because you're going to have to stop several times in that.
Oh, yeah.
Truck.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to stop and get gas.
Yeah, but still, it's gas. Go to the bathroom. Get something to eat while you're driving. That's how it goes.
That's it.
Been there, done that.
Put a cooler in there, put your drinks, your snacks, and just keep rolling.
Get my she-mail and...
I've done that from Kansas City to LA. Get in there. The only time I had to stop was to get fuel, fill my thermoses up, jump back in, and you don't open that left door. You just hammer it on through there. Can't do it legally, but did it.
Yes, I know, April.
Yeah,
you did. I remember you having the cat at the hotel.
I think the cat was your least of your worries. Yeah, 7 kids.
I still don't know how you did that.
The cat was the easy part.
Yeah. I just can't imagine. Our cats are horrible when it storms and stuff. We can't catch them to take them to the garage. Or to the basement. So I can imagine letting them out and then having to pull out the beds at the hotel to try to catch them.
And you got these DVD players in the back for the kids, right? Behind the seat. Well, I'd be getting one of them. Yeah, well, that'll work too.
So they know how to do them, and it's not my problem. Kids won't be in the car with me. The animals will. So I think I'd rather have the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you haven't got the animals trained yet to how to use that.
Well, our cats don't like going to the vet that's 5 miles down the road.
Oh, God.
They scream.
They scream the whole 5 minutes it takes.
Well, I know the stereo's going to be blasting in that car.
I mean, they'll calm down eventually. Jared probably knows. You can probably give them something to
you can give them Benadryl.
Calm them down.
You can give them Benadryl, Xanax. So
yeah.
I don't know. I just think that, having to put Kiki down was probably a blessing for her. So I feel bad, but it is what it is. And yeah, we have a pet carrier. We have a big crate. We're going to put 2 in there, and the one that attacks everybody is going to be in the small one.
That's going to be funny. If our neighbors are really paying attention, they're going to see us back in a huge truck, unload everything, and then the next day they're like, where the hell are they at?
Well, what they're going to look at is you backing in with the truck and the car, and all these people get out, and they're going, oh. That's what they're going to say.
No, they already know.
Yeah, well, they know there's going to be quite a few at first because, like I said, you can't find everything you want for everybody all at the same time. We just The thing is, this house is big enough, to have everybody, but after they leave,
it's not.
I know it's wrong, Ghost. Yeah.
If and when they leave, it's still not going to be too big of a house for us. but it'll be plenty big for
Visitors.
plenty of visitors.
Yeah.
And we're not kidding.
Your
We're not
beach
kidding.
house is looking real good about right now.
Yeah. Like I said, after they get moved out, we're open for visitors, and just we're not kidding. You guys want to come down, just let us know.
We will. That's a road trip.
It's not as bad as going to Vegas.
Yeah, it'd be a
I know
road trip for you. You're further north.
I drove all over
Springfield.
this country. I'm used to
Springfield, you're
driving.
cutting 3 hours off.
Yeah, you're cutting 3 hours off, so
It's 11 hours.
11
and a half. So not too bad. So from where Steve's at, it's probably
That's a straight shot. He's up down 55, isn't he?
not too far.
Yeah.
Cindy passed away. Ron's cousin just passed away at 6 o'clock tonight.
Well, our prayers go out to the family.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they put her on a ventilator on Friday.
Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So needless to say, she went in the hospital and never came out.
Yeah, where's she at?
She's in
Up
Iowa.
in Iowa.
She was in Iowa City.
Oh, okay.
She went in about 35 days ago to have some test runs. She's having a lot of symptoms. She went in for test, never came out.
Mm.
She had
found all
blood cancer.
Yeah.
Bone cancer.
Bone cancer, blood, and I got to spend our family reunion. I got to spend a lot of time with her. Was in August.
Was that the wedding one or the other
The
one?
Iowa.
Okay. Well, they were both in Iowa. We had two.
Yeah.
We had a wedding last September, and then we had, and then in August we had. So a year later.
Yeah,
we had another one.
they've had a lot of.
I wonder how much of that's from her dad being
I don't know.
exposed to Agent Orange. and
Their
stuff.
family is. They've had a lot of hardship. I mean, their mom and dad, went through cancer, and then her brother Gary committed suicide, and then her other brother Rick, he committed suicide. Was it 3 years ago?
It's been longer than that.
Yeah, longer than that.
That's
He waited
sad.
until they were on a plane going
Yeah,
to Sweden.
And then her youngest sister Carrie's got some disease.
Very rare
is
disease.
Very rare. It's
There may be 10 people in the world that have it, what she has.
Ooh.
They're trying all kinds of stuff, but she's not getting around very good. And poor Sue, only one to be left, it's Carrie, Suze, and Steve.
And Steve has diabetes.
Yeah,
He's doing better, but
I've got tons and tons of cousins. From my mom's side, she had 9 brothers and sisters, but they're the ones that we hung out with the most. Every time we went up to Iowa, they were up in Creston, which wasn't too far, but we got to see them all the time. Every time we went up there. So yeah, that's the ones we're closest to. I mean, I'm pretty close to most of my cousins anyway, but
well, her dad.
they're the ones that we got in trouble with the most.
Yeah, Carrie's dad, Sue's, all them, the dad of all of them. He was actually spraying stuff like Agent Orange to kill crap at the,
He worked for the power company.
And so he
years ago.
Yeah, when they didn't know, and he ended up really sick from all that.
Yeah, Parkinson's.
And you don't know if any of that got into his system when they were making babies.
Right.
So are the children predisposed to illness? I mean, the ones that committed suicide, maybe they saved themselves from a worse death. I don't know.
They could have. You don't know.
No, we don't know. But
in that type of situation.
But yeah, it's sad when you think about it. I mean, their dad, Dickie, right? He was,
Yeah.
or did he go by Dick? I
Dick.
think he was such a nice man. I remember I didn't meet him until he was already really sick. But
Oh, they were that I
always
love
talked
going
to
up
him.
there. That's who we look forward to seeing. You know, and then my cousins from Nebraska, they were a lot of fun, but they couldn't make it in every time we went up. But yeah, they were always there.
Well, one thing about you guys moving to Florida, you get to open a new chapter in your paranormal down in that
Oh yeah,
area. You know, you've
wide
done a
open.
lot here in the Midwest and even on the East and, you know, little ways up north.
Mhm.
But now you're going to be down in the southeast part, down around Florida, Georgia, Alabama, even
There's
Mississippi.
so
A lot of
many
Civil War
places.
sites I want to hit. I'm kind of drawn to the Civil War. You know, I studied history. That was one of my favorite time periods, and World War II. I don't know why. I just always been interested in that time period. But
Yeah, we're gonna check out the plantation that's north of or up by Spanish Fort. It was one of the final battles of the Civil War up there, and that was one of the ones that Rob told us about when I had him on. And what's funny is he sent me a message while we were down there, asked if we had found a house yet. He goes, "Are you guys moving yet?" And I said, "We're actually looking at houses right now." And then, and the next day he sends me a message, "Did you find a house?" And I go, "Yeah, we're getting ready to make an offer on one this morning." And he was like, "I can't wait to meet you guys."
Yeah, Steve's got some too.
So
he's gonna send us.
Please share them. There's the Arcadia Mills not too far from us too. We're going to go out there and walk that path. The mill itself is gone, but the park is still there.
Yeah.
So we've already got a few things. The oldest cemetery in northern Florida is right there in Milton. But Milton's been around a long time. It has a history of, well, guess what? City Hall burnt down. So there's that too.
Yeah, we're going to be busy.
Figure it's one of the oldest towns there.
Yeah, I'll have to get you set up on StreamYard on your phone. So when you go down to them places, you can go live.
Yeah, that'd be, yeah.
Like we do at the cemetery with you guys.
Yeah.
And everything. Virtual investigations.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to check. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to go back. I want to get it back up to that cemetery again. I'd like to before we go, but.
Depends on your time and whether.
Very many weekends.
I know.
Man.
We are going to have to get together, even if we just all go out to dinner or supper or something. Gary and me and Tammy and everything. Because here, about the time you guys are leaving, we got all the graduations. Cassidy's graduation party, her graduation. Skylar, my other grandson, I got his graduation party. My great nephew up in Savannah, I got his graduation. It this time of year is crazy.
Well, you know what? Congratulations on all those graduations. That is a big deal. Getting kids through high school is like pulling teeth, and especially since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Kids don't like going to school. A lot of them liked being online better, and others of them just failed miserably. And I was hoping that we could get together. I just don't know how it's going to happen.
We were wanting to do a big investigation and get everybody. We were thinking about McIntyre.
But
I don't.
It might be one of those things when we're coming back after the house is empty.
Yeah, could be.
Like when we come back to get the rest of the crap, just when we don't have animals and crap. We just can't stay in a hotel with a big truck.
No.
Because how many times have we heard on the news?
That's all we got is a truck. We could do that.
They sit there and they break into them and rip them off.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Where was it out on the East Coast where the guy in the semi just picked the load up of dimes
Of
that
what?
were going to a mint? He
Oh,
parked his truck to go home and eat supper and to leave in the next morning.
Yeah.
He got up there. The cops are already there. The back of his trailer is opened up and there's dimes all over this entire
Ooh.
parking lot. But they ended up stealing $100,000 worth of dimes.
Yeah.
guarantee they went into a Coinstar machine somewhere.
That had to be an inside job. Who would know that had that in that truck?
I don't know.
Somebody knew. Or
yeah.
they didn't know and they found it and it was like, woohoo. I mean, how many people did they have to get to take that many dimes?
Yeah.
I mean,
how many 5-gallon buckets?
This is pennies and it's heavy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
They thought they hauled them out, took them out in 5-gallon buckets. Is what
Yeah.
still
the
heavy.
police think. Because they think one of them spilt the 5-gallon bucket getting out of the trailer. That's why dimes were rolling all over this Walmart parking lot.
And dimes are the ones that I hate rolling dimes. They're the worst.
Yeah, like I said, I can guarantee.
And pennies aren't even worth rolling.
But what are they going to do with them?
Take them to the Coinstar machine.
Roll them or shove them through a Coinstar.
Yeah.
The easiest one is it's not their money, so why do they care how much the counting costs?
No, they're not going to go to a bank and cash it in.
No.
Because they're going to say, where'd you get all these dimes?
Yeah.
Well, I've been out walking around picking up and selling, Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I take coins to the Coinstar machine all the time. But that's because it's better for me to do it than him.
Right.
I pay cash for everything, so keep all the change.
Yeah, we just have change everywhere.
That's the same way with me. I've got buckets and buckets that we put change in, especially pennies, dimes, nickels, stuff like that. They always just get dumped out of the pocket in there. It's an emergency fund, is the way I look at it.
So, Dara, we'll figure it out one way or another. I mean, I've got doctor's appointments and all kinds of crap, and there's some things I'm not changing to start with, like we were talking about with my gastroenterologist, my my heart doctor, the pulmonologist. I mean, I have such rare things that it's, I don't want to have to try to find another doctor right away. But yeah, I have appointments on like May 16th. So that's the last known appointment that I have. So, and I've already scheduled stuff in September. So we're not going away. We're just going to go someplace warmer and we can come back and visit and things like that. And because there ain't no way I'm leaving the people I love permanently.
No, you're moving, but you're getting your family all together. Now you'll have one daughter still out in Vegas.
Mm-hmm. But guess what? We only have to pay for one airline ticket for her to come visit.
That's right.
That is still cheaper.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if she moved later.
That's what I said. I told Denise that a while back. I said it may be a year or two.
Right.
But yeah.
I mean, once the boyfriend finds out that
she's doing
real estate out there.
She's doing real good there. And
guess what? The company she works for, Landry's, who owns Rainforest Cafe, owns Landry Seafood in Destin.
Oh.
So there's no reason why she
restaurants.
They have all kinds of restaurants, but there's Landry's is one of the best seafood places in the country.
Right.
Especially for a chain.
Is there a bad one?
Is there a bad one?
Seafood?
Yes,
really?
There are bad seafood places. But
You like seafood, Carl?
Oh, I love seafood.
Yeah, and that's weird. Find someone from the Midwest that loves seafood like us.
Hey, I used to love getting loads going down to Florida. That way I could always eat different cuisine. Just like going through Louisiana.
Yep.
I
Oh,
always
yeah.
had to stop and get alligator.
Yep.
Once I ate it, I was like, oh, I got to have this again.
Oh, yeah.
There's a place right off of 87 called Gators. It's on the way down to Mary Esther, I believe it is. Not exactly sure. But it was closed for the season right now, but it's getting ready to open up. And it's only open like 3 days a week between Labor Day and Memorial Day. So we're going to have to go there. And I'm the same way. I can't get enough shrimp. And I told him, I got to go to the shrimp basket. I've been to Florida twice and haven't been to the shrimp basket yet.
Yeah, I grew up in St. Louis, and my parents, neither one liked seafood. So we never were exposed to seafood.
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks. That was about the closest thing until a lot later.
Now, I'm not a big fan of crab, but Tammy is. She'll eat that. Shrimp, I can eat somebody's. If it's all the shrimp you could eat, they go broke when I walk in.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Tuesdays.
They kicked us out of it. All you can eat Denny's one time.
Who?
When we were at work down in Memphis.
Oh, that wasn't me. The shrimp basket.
Yep.
All over. They're in Alabama and Florida. And they have all you can eat steamed shrimp on Tuesdays. It's the peel and eat. Yeah,
but
I can eat my weight in shrimp.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Right now I can't. But and there's a place called Dewey Destin's. Best crab cakes I've had in years. Right down on in Navarre. There's one in Destin too, but I ate at the one in Navarre. But yep, I'm prepared. I'm ready. I won't eat for 2 days if that's the case. I mean, I'm not eating that much anyway because of my stomach, but I'll hold out for seafood.
Well, that's like today. It was so nice out. I took the griddle outside and cooked supper before the show and everything. A breakfast, actually. Hash browns, eggs, bacon on the griddle.
Yeah.
Stuff. Oh.
It tastes a lot better.
Oh, God. I was like, thank God it's getting warm again.
I got at the wholesale club. They had chicken, egg, and Hatch chili sausage. I think that was it. Chicken. Oh, and cheese. So I think that sounds good. It's gonna be different, but I don't like a lot of spice, but I like Hatch chilies, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, not real hot.
It has a different spice to it.
Yeah, it's not real hot, but it's got good flavor.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I'm gonna miss about driving out to Vegas is stopping it at Blake's. I know that Susan and Mike have probably been there if they've ever been to El Paso, but Blake's Lotta Burger, I love their, green chili burger.
Mm-hmm.
I always get the chilies on the side because I always had acid reflux. So if I get them on the side, I can control it without getting sick. So, but yeah, I'm going to miss that. But you know what? Here, I'm going to miss some things, but other things probably not so much. But if anybody has any questions for us, we're going to get ready to go if anybody has any questions so that we can make some dinner. We decided not to eat tonight until we got done with the show. So if anybody has any questions for us later on about, where we're moving, when we're moving, things like that, let me know. And if I like you, I'll tell you the address. But
everybody says, when's your last
that's
work?
That's pretty bad when I can't even look you up on Google Earth.
That's why I didn't feel worried about telling you where it's at because I knew it wasn't there.
No,
right.
So, but yeah, it's like I said, it's a nice neighborhood. We got a racist dog next door. It looked like it was chasing all the immigrant workers that were working on the houses and barking at them. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, we'll be down at Gulf Breeze.
Oh yeah, we've already been down.
Yeah, we
now up in that area. Is there very many iguanas?
No.
That's more South Florida, right?
Well, yeah, it's more south on the East
Yeah, I
Coast
watch
side. From
the
what I
Blue
understand.
Angels practice down there.
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to do is I want to go to the lighthouse and
3 times a week.
on a day when the Blue
Free
Angels
show.
are
Oh,
out there.
wow.
Yeah.
We
That'd
saw
be-
the helicopters doing some stuff while we were there. So, but of course, that's right next to Lindsay's, where the field is. For that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
right. I mean, they walk around the field at least once or twice a week. But yeah, Gulf Breeze, that's where Mahomes bought his house. So,
Well, you may see him down there in the off season.
I wouldn't know what he looks like without his.
Oh, yeah, you would. Look for the fancy ass tennis shoes.
You know what I don't have to hear when I go to the grocery store anymore?
What?
Advertisements for the Chiefs.
I know.
I'm just tired of it. So I know everybody loves the Chiefs. I'm not a football fan. So we all know
No,
when that
she's
stopped.
not a football fan, folks.
Nope, I gave that up. So I'd like to let everybody know there is not going to be a show tomorrow night at 5:00. Carl has a funeral for his brother. And, like we said before, we're so sorry for your loss, Carl. We just got people around us dying every day, it sounds like, at this point.
I have for the last, let's see, within the last 2 months.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a hard week.
A nephew, a landlord, and now my brother. And everything. All of them. Like that.
So keep that in mind. We don't have a show, Paranormal Nation Radio, Not So Normal, tomorrow. Next week, we will have a show at 5:00, and we're going to have on Chanel Fletcher. She's going to come on. She didn't get really much time to talk to us the last time because our guest was very well rehearsed and was able to talk the whole time. In fact, we didn't even need to be there.
No, we didn't. We could have just
We had no idea.
away.
We had no idea. Her claim to fame was she had a Bigfoot experience or two, and that's all we knew.
Yeah.
And we thought, we want to hear some more stuff about, Bigfoot because we're trying to figure it out.
We're trying to understand it.
I'm not saying it was a bad show because it wasn't. It was a
great show.
We had fun, but I really wanted to talk to Chanel some more, especially with her being surviving cancer. That is a big deal, and she's involved in. I mean, she was given our guest some advice on what not to do and things like that. So she has some experiences that I think would be good to share. So join us next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central, right here on the Bill of Rights Network, and we will be talking to Chanel Fletcher about whatever it is she wants to talk about. And I think it's going to be a fun show, and we'll update you guys on our move date.
Right. And there won't be no Born TV after 9 tonight. And also probably no Conservative View tomorrow night.
Right.
Too, because Barbara's got a tooth problem and trying to get into the dentist.
Hopefully she got the
did
stuff
she
that
try
I told
the
her.
Sensodyne yet?
Yeah, it's just hard when she talks. It really hurts.
Yeah.
So
it's going to take a little bit.
Where I told her, I said, well, we'll just cancel the shows out and everything. You get that taken care of.
Yeah, she must have broke it really good.
Well, you need to take a break anyway. So enjoy your break. And thank you guys so much for coming and listening. I'm just grateful to have you guys there. And, 8 years of the Paranormal Pride would have been nothing without you guys.
Right. And thank everybody over on Rumble. We got 6 people watching us over there right now.
Thank you guys. I appreciate that. I really do.
Rumble is we're doing great on Rumble over there. We're picking up more people, and tell all the listeners before long, if Facebook keeps up their crap, YouTube has, and stuff, you will find us over on Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
So go check out Born TV on Rumble over there and follow it.
And I want to tell you guys, when we come back, I plan on having some great paranormal guests and get you guys talking on Rumble about the paranormal. I'll do it. I guarantee it.
Yep. So, okay. Well, like I said, and we'll see you later on this week here on the Bill of Rights Network. Everybody have a good night.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Hugs to Frank.
The views expressed here are solely the opinions of the hosts and the guests, and not necessarily those of the network, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc. If you have an issue with the content of the show, please contact the show host.